Hello, this is Mesh from Downtime Distractions, having another first look. So this time it's a new game called Geek Resort. So just before I get started, I'll put the subscribe button bottom left hand corner. If you could subscribe, it really helps us out. So yeah, this game is just out on the 21st of January, even though the Steam page says 31st of January. So it's strange. So this is developed and published by Shiny Pix. So let's jump into some gameplay and have a look at this. Here we go. So this is in game. What do we have? What do we have? So this is about 2 hours worth of work. In saying that, I did multitask with something else for about half an hour. Something came up, so I was kind of between that and doing this. So not a true 2 hours. So this is maybe 45 minutes, an hour's work, and that was a tutorial as well. So there's a little bit of a tutorial, and I made something and then I redid it. So you know, it's interesting. So what we have is, so that's the entrance. It's like a portal, and your customers come in, and you have to obviously, just like theme park, set up attractions and areas for food and statues, and also you have to maintain it as well. So you have an engineer, and you have a host, and you have a cleaner. So let me just show you what we got in the options menu here. So this is your build menu, and what you can do is you can specialize the type of geek that you want to cater for. So this is, I guess, an interesting one. It's kind of like a mythology geek, if you will. So you can kind of see here you got, to me looks like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Ring, and Treant, and Roman horse. So you know you got a hobbit. I think that's probably a hobbit hut, an old school castle. You know, it's got. I do like that about it. I've seen some items and I kind of recognise them from other things. So that is nice to see stuff like that. What are some of the other stuff that I've noticed quite a few things. Where's the one sci-fi one? So I think you probably say it's Doctor Who. Obviously, King Kong. Doctor Who. So there's some interesting stuff. The Cube, I think that one's a horror movie. The Cube, the clowns. I can't remember that clown movie. Jason. You know, so there's a lot of little interesting style I've put into this stuff. So that's nice to see. So yeah, you can choose between the attraction or the kind of the statue, which is kind of customizing it, and you can choose a footpath as well. And then you have the three people: the cleaner, the host, the cleaner, and the engineer. So for each of those, you've got obviously different footpath and different customization. And if you click on it, it says what you get here. So you get a 50 thumbs up. It takes 5 seconds to build. And the stuff here, you know, 220 thumbs up. And it caters for that many people. It costs, these are resources which you have. So the resources, let me just get my money. Can't live without my money. So this is the resource tab up here. So that's what you require for 3 different resources, and the way you counter that is you just purchase something. So you can choose any of these. It doesn't really matter by the look of it. So yeah, as soon as these turn yellow or red, you just pop in here and you purchase something. I'll just show you just quickly how to build something. So let's build a footpath. We've not done. I think we've done them all actually. I haven't built that. I'll do that. So I'll get the horror. Here's some more footpath. That looks pretty cool. So double click it, and now I want to build it over there. So yes, 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 yes. Okay, and just move that a little bit. Nope, back that way. Okay, right, so I made a little footpath there. And where's the item? So what is it? Frankentower. Yeah, deadly clowns. Yeah, I'd imagine they're not gonna get too close to the actual name of the things for fear of lawsuits. But yeah, okay, so there you go, Frankensteins. You can zoom in a little bit, but you start getting too close. It looks pretty low resolution, but yeah, zoom out, looks alright. That's probably about the limit you want to go to. You can click on them, get a little bit more detail. You can up so you get a bit of a sound effect to them. You can upgrade them a little bit so they churn out more positive vibes, cater for more people, get you more money, but they obviously cost more resources. So here you go. That's my power is 398 is needed. So I was getting pretty close to it. It's just giving me a bit of a warning. So then you can just chuck a bit more in there till it goes green, and job done. Oh, I need to get some more money. And oh, we've got a new type of geek arrived, the Frankenstein geek. What else we got? Yeah, so that. Oh, we'll see if we've got any. I think I've got all those. Any of these that I haven't got? Oh, I haven't done these ones. I think that might be. What's that? Not Resident Evil. There's another game. Silent Hill. I think that's Silent Hill. I think. Okay, where do I want to put this? I'll put it down there. It's a bit horror-ish. Here we go. And ooh, there you go. So it tells you what the geek has just arrived. A new geek. More coins. Okay, so here we go. Just this is part of the entrance fees. So he's popped up and said, customers are complaining about the price. So I'll pop over to the door and the gate and lower the price till he goes away. There we go. Okay, so he's gone. They might creep it back up a bit. Another interesting thing here. So I guess obviously the price of the ticket is relevant to what you've got in here. So you got one attraction, you're gonna not want to charge very much. You fill the whole square up, you're gonna want to charge a whole lot. Also, you have some data in here. Pretty limited data, but I guess if you're interested, I think I've covered everything here. You've got a couple other things up here as well. You've got you can see, I guess, as the geeks arrive, you get pictures of them. So I mean, if you like that design, you might be interested in trying to collect those. I'm getting towards halfway after 2 hours, so it's not too bad. So let's go back to my awesome resort, and you have achievements as well. So I've got quite a few done. There's quite a lot of secret ones, probably to do with paths, I'd say. Doing maybe, yeah, special setups. Okay, I've unlocked an achievement. The answer, neat. That's this game in a nutshell, really. That's really covered all components. You got the, I guess the only other thing I could mention is the staff. So all that happens with that is under the coins that I have to keep clicking away, you get a couple symbols, some saying this needs to be repaired. So you can find a guy here and tell him to hurry up and repair, so pay him a bit more money and he goes a bit quicker. The same for the rubbish collector. If there's too much rubbish, you can buy more. And the host as well. I've seen the people pop up on the side saying that you need more hosts. Let's get into the positives and negatives, because this is what I've been waiting for. Let us begin. Let's start with the graphics. Graphically, yeah, it's tricky. It's just a mobile port, right? It's as obvious as a mobile port. Graphically, from this range, from this distance, I think you can appreciate that a lot of love has gone into these assets. And they don't look too bad. But, apart from, I guess, that's the positive. That for me, the assets look nice. There's a lot of love gone into some of these assets. There's some really cool homages to movies and games and geek culture. And that's nice. That is definitely nice. But graphically, it is not good. If you zoom in, it looks hideous, right? You would not want to look at that. People are clipping through everything. There's no limitations to where these geeks walk, so that just makes this thing feel empty for graphically. There's no options in here to change anything. That is not good. You know, at least give us something here, because that we have. Most people that play games have generally pretty good PCs. We can push a bit more out than something like this, right? It just screams mobile port, that to me, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I'm giving graphically thumbs down. I say, whilst at this moment here, at this zoomed out view, it doesn't look too bad, and a lot of love gone into the assets. The general design of the game is bland, and it's designed for mobile, and it's not been ported well at all. So I think that's thumbs down. So audio, the initial track into the game is fantastic. The sound quality of the audio music is really good. The sound of the audio assets is not as good, but they are functional. They do what is required. Unfortunately, the soundtrack, apart from the initial one, for me is very mundane, repetitive, and it gets to be annoying. So I'll give the audio a pass, but it only just scrapes through because of that first track. Pity they didn't continue with that style of track, the real chip track, old school retro music. That would have been fantastic. That would have been what they should have done. Okay, so let's talk about gameplay. So I'm trying to be positive here, so I'll give positive criticism. So to start with, if you're going to make a mobile game and you decide to port it over to another platform, you need to then change it to not utilize the same features and functions of a mobile port on another platform. Like this here is a perfect example of that. This is not fun on a PC to keep clicking these pop-ups. It is just annoying. It might not be too bad on a tablet or a mobile phone, but on a PC that is not fun. There's a couple of things where you get a zombie outbreak, all these people turn to zombies, and you need to click them to turn them back. That is also not fun. It is just annoying on a PC. So that to me is a big red flag, saying this has just been ported over without any changes to it for the PC platform. The actual gameplay, as I said, the assets are nice and there's a lot of love gone into them, but there's no synergy between anything. It doesn't matter where you put anything. These geeks walk anywhere, they walk through everything. They don't really interact with any of this stuff. They sometimes go to it and jump around, and it does, you don't see them all queuing up or going in, or you can't see what the rides are like inside. There's no depth to this. It just feels so empty. I've unlocked half the game levels, so 2 out of the 4. You don't seem to get anything else apart from this basic amount. So why would you ever go past this point? This is pretty much everything. All of attractions. The management or the micromanagement of resources is bland. All you see is this pops up here as a different color, so you go, oh, okay, I need some more of this, plus, job done. And the same for the cost of them. So as soon as they start saying you need to bump up the price, so bump up the price a little bit, and it's job done. I mean, the graphic here, this is really kind of pointless. You don't really get any decent feedback from the geeks walking around. You can click on them and see this, and it's like, well, that's not enough. If you're gonna give us details about that, you need in-depth details on stuff, and it's just so easy and shallow. It's not fun. To me, if you were to say, I'm on the way to work, I forgot my book, I want to play a game, this is $1, sure, pick it up, that's perfect. You can look at the assets and listen to the music, you know, press on the screen, get a bit of fun there. But this is not a PC game. This should have stayed to the mobile platform. I could go on, but I don't think there's any point going any further. I'll stick with those main points. So, graphically, no, I don't think it's good. The port isn't good enough. There's no graphics options. There's hardly any options at all. Audio, I give it a just pass because of this initial track is fantastic, and everything else is just functional. Gameplay, no, thumbs down, not good at all. It's a mobile game ported over without any functional changes. This shouldn't be on the PC. The actual gameplay is the same. It's a mobile game. It's not an in-depth PC game. You'll get bored of this in an hour or two if you even get that far. So I'm saying I think we should stay away from this. I appreciate the love that's gone into some of the assets, but you should have stuck to mobile. And I'll leave it there. So thanks for watching. Give me some feedback. Give me a like if you liked it. Subscribe will really help us out. And I'll see you next time.